We purchased a rabbit. It's called a rabbit hutch, but it's a rabbit cage from Pet Lodge. I did a lot of looking and researching, and I was going to get one from in whatever that, I forgot the name of the cage over there. A good quality cage, but it was the shipping. You know, it wasn't about the amount of the cage, but when it came to shipping, this little box size, the cost of shipping it made the cost of the cage more than I wanted to put into it. Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. Today we're going to be putting together a new rabbit cage, and so I want to show you what the parts is, and I'm going to try to walk you through how to put this rabbit cage together simply in one thing that I've learned. So the first thing we want to take a look at is, of course, the instructions. This is called a rabbit hutch, or you can call it a rabbit cage, and you want to be sure to walk through these instructions, because I've noticed, see, if you just go ahead and put these clips on here, but into the instructions it says onto the corners where there's a 0, do not put one of these clips. So the first thing I do is lay it out. I got it all laid out on the flattest surface I can find, and then I make a decision which side I want my door to go on. I think if you turn it around it wouldn't matter, but when I put this cage in, I want my door closer this way than that way. And like I said, I believe you can turn it around, but that's according to the instructions. Decide which way you want your door. And so we've got it all laid out. And this is a tool that you're going to need. You can't put this together without this tool. I mean, I was thinking, well, maybe I could take a pair of pliers. But this is definitely the way to go to make it simple and easy and faster and not a headache. These clips right here are shaped like an L. So it's kind of round right here. The tool is shaped like an L with two L shapes right here. Now when you put these clips on, this is the way to lay it out. This is the easiest way. But when you put these clips on, you want to make sure this is at the bottom. Because if you do it vice versa, it has a tendency to make the clips miss the wire. So you're just going to slide it in there, and it holds it. So you're going to miss the first go around, the first section here on the corners, and you're going to put a clip on the next section. You're going to put a clip on the next section. This leaves this open. And you do the same thing at the other end. So that gives you stability. And then you can just fold it over. You have more control. And then you're going to go to the next section, the next tier. And you'll continue on down to the other end, and of course all the way around. So what I find out is really kind of do this slowly, because if you don't, it can miss the wire. And you're going to put it in there and look at it, make sure that both wires are in there, and then slowly close it. Because I found out when I just turned and put it in there and went down, this clips has a tendency to move, and for some reason it only gets one of these wires, and then you'll have it to where it's not like it's supposed to be. It's connected to one wire and not to both those wires. So I'm gonna go on down and continue this process all the way around. Put it in there, grab my wire, look at it, and slowly, because it's what it's going to do, the bottom is going to wrap around that wire, and then the top of this clip is going to overlap the other side of the clip. But definitely going slower with it makes it faster, if that makes any sense. Going slower with it so that you won't miss the wire. It won't move. And you think you got this wire, but yet you didn't do nothing but clip the clip onto one wire. Next, we're going to just hold the side up, push it together. On the sides, we're going to put 3 clips. We're going to put one at the bottom, one in the middle, and one at the top. So I think the first place I'm going to start is at the top. So I'm going to get my little clip in here. Go ahead and have it lined up. And take the side, pull it up. Then once again, clip it in there. But watch it and do it slowly so that the clips will line up right. And there we got that. So that's going to make it easier for the rest of it. And then I'm going to go to the bottom, do the very same thing, line my clip up. Then I think I'm going to go up 7 tiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiers at the top. Make sure I don't lose my place again. Put my clip in there. Get it lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't have to be exact, but 7 looks like a good measurement. And then mash it. And we'll continue to do that to all other sides. Now the bottom is really the hardest to get on because you've got the wire in the gap. And I find out this is where I really need to watch it because it has a tendency to slip because of the gap. Try to hold it together. Watch it, see if it gets it. And it didn't. It didn't. And you can take a needle nose pliers later on if you want to and get those off. Now if you have somebody helping you maybe to hold it together, that might be a little bit better. But watching it and like my hand is in the way and I can't really see if it's wrapping around, and it didn't do it again. So now I got two two clips in the way. And what I'm going to have to do, is take my needle nose pliers and get those off of there. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and see if I can put one here and see if that makes it easier as far as putting that bottom on. To hold it, pull it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push the pliers a little bit. Try to get it close to that wire. It's a matter of getting these pliers a certain angle. Okay, it's wrapping around. There. See? So I'm going to get my pliers, my needle nose pliers, take those off of there. I don't think you can take it off with this thing right here. It'd be too much, but we're going to just pop those off of there. So what I did is try to move this cage down a little bit, which gave me more alignment than before. It's still got that gap there. It's hard to see. Taking it slowly. See if we can line this wire up. There we go. I have to say, when those clips are on there, they hold pretty good. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put our top on here, run our clips exactly the same way as we did the bottom and the sides, and then we're going to put our door on. So we see that the top is about the same size as the bottom, and this will come in a good play for someone to be there to give you a helping hand. So basically the focus would be just go ahead and try to get a clip on there to hold it. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to line the corner up down here and just see if I can get a clip on to hold it up for me. Sometimes when you're doing things by yourself, you got to think out of the box. Alright, so I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to repeat that to get this top to hold. So I'm going to make sure this end is lining up, and I'm going to put a clip in. Alright, so here on out, what I'm going to do, I am just going to go around the top and put the clips on. Start at one end, make sure everything is lining up, and then put a clip in it and just continue to work around. So we have it all put together. On this cage right here, the door went on the inside. On my other cages, it goes on the outside. And the reason of that is because of this latch right here. It has a spring. Put it up there, you pull it, and you latch it down there. That part I really, I haven't done it yet, but, we'll see how it works out. I kind of like a different latch where it's connected, and then you latch over on the side. But we got it put together. The trick is just learning that tool and pretty much following instructions, but basically learning that tool and taking that tool and go slowly on these clips. Once I took them off with the needle nose pliers, then I was able to angle those clips around and then mash it on there. But to do it while, you got to get it back off of there, straighten it out. When you get it off of there, it straightens it out a little bit, and then you can clamp them back on there. So I didn't waste any clamps, little clips here. And so now we've got the rabbit cage put together to go into the rabbit village. So this is a Pet Lodge rabbit cage, or rabbit hutch. And it was actually the cheapest one. Excuse me. It's the cheapest one. It's not cheap, but as far as the shipping, that's what made it expensive. But this, with the Pet Lodge, it wasn't. So now all we got to do is get it into the rabbit village and get the rabbit into there. Got to get this off. It's burning up. So little man over here, he's gonna like the females. He's definitely ready, and I think all of them's ready. They're checking each one of them out, each other out, and probably be giving some kisses through the screen. We're going to give this rabbit some food and some water. We're going to turn the fan on. It's kind of really humid here. My focus today was to go ahead and get this set up. I did make some mistakes down here, but we've got a storm rolling in, maybe a hurricane that's going to be coming in. If I can get over here and get out of her way. A hurricane that could possibly hit us head on or brush us up the coast. So that's one of those fishtail storms. You don't really know exactly where it's going to be going. So I've been working extremely hard today to get this set up. And as I said, I seen a mistake. You know, it probably has a play with, you know, I probably should have did something down here. I worked all day long, got tired, and then you know how that is. Sometimes you work too long. So we got her in here. As far as I know, this is a her, and we'll be figuring it out in the future. The only thing I don't like about this cage, I didn't know it was shorter, but it's probably about 2 inches shorter, is that I don't like the door. So I'm gonna have to put one of my latches on there. I just don't like it. It's kind of, you put it together with the door on the inside and you push in. But I like it to where, like these, you open up. This one you open up, and so it's really better for you in the long run as far as dealing with the rabbits. So that's the only thing. If I knew, I think if I knew it's going to be like that, maybe in the future, I'll get some more little clamp things and take that door off and put it on the outside and see if I can do something different, because I really don't like that. So she's always been in that cage. She's been in that cage since she was 6 months old. She's been by herself probably for 6 months maybe. And so this is all going to be new, but she'll settle down just like the rest of them here. Look at this lazy over here. Now she was the same way, but she's all sprawled out. Little man, well, he's a little man. So he's excited right at the moment. Those two went the same, he was the same way with this other rabbit. And so they'll be kissing through the screen for a little bit. I said screen, through the cages. And I apologize. It's trying to get that rabbit out of that cage. And you know, it was kind of tedious. And the reason it was tedious because I'm trying to get her out. And let's see if I can get over here. We'll get out of the way. Try to get her out and taking a chance she'd get away from me and scratch me. And you know, that was because I'm not tall. If I was taller, it'd be a lot easier for me. So now we're just gonna let her jump around, and I'm gonna go get her feeder out. She has a new feeder. Get her water, get her set up for the night so she can, you know, be friends with little man here, and they just get to know one another. So are we gonna have any babies? See how she's crawling up there? I'll put this latch on. I don't like this latch. I don't like this gate right here. But this is what, let me see if I can get up in here. I got fans all in my way. So this is what I'm going to be using. I need to find another one to get another one. I'll just clamp it on there. And the wire was a little bent anyhow, and I'm trying to bend it back. But I'll put these clamps on here and I'll feel better. I just really don't like this. I feel like they could push out. So we got him a little light up here. We'll get her board and we'll see so she can get off of that metal. Again, I moved the gate, put the gate on the side. That gave it oblong. They still got the same space in there. Moved this because this latch was made into the cage. Then I put some little clamps right there. The only thing I've noticed about having a male, maybe that's why they always have the males further away. And it could be, definitely going to have to get a latch. She's got me nervous. She's trying to look for a way to escape. Is that I noticed with him, he, I guess you say he's urinating. He's urinating, marking his territory. But he's calmed down a lot. She's been here for a couple weeks, maybe going on 3 weeks. So they're calmed down now. Now we got a new girlfriend going on here. Oh, she looks so pretty in there. So I'm going to enjoy seeing all 3 of them here. Right now our setup is going to be this way because I got the cages turned sideways. Once again, I moved the gate, put the gate on the side. That gave it oblong. They still got the same space in there. Moved this because this latch was made into the cage. Then I put some little clamps right there. And somebody's stomping. And this one over here, at this point in time, we're going to leave it on the side. And get this all set up. What are y'all doing? Get this all set up over here. We'll have their feed over here. Our next project, hopefully, depending on this weather, we'll be working on, again, the feeders. There's some feeder ports over there. Because I changed my diagram of setting this up, then it took a little bit of my room. But I kind of like how it's set up. I like their little house. Now, up underneath, the wire is up there because I didn't finish it. That when it's on the sides, it'll roll down. And then it'll roll out, roll down, roll out, roll down onto the wire. And I forgot to do this one over here. So I got to do that side. And then we got to get another board to make our manure tray. So it can just slide out and we can get our manure. Now another thing is that, you know, if like in here I noticed a little bit of food gathered up in there. Maybe some little bit of manure down in there. So my plan is this, is just take a little leaf blower. Blow it, give it a good blow around in here and blow it down. Can't really see them. What do you think? So you see how white his board is? Maybe he'll calm down. I haven't really seen it. That was to begin with. He just marking his territory. Now he's really super happy. He's got a girlfriend. Well, he's got neighbors. I'll put it that way. He ain't got a girlfriend yet. He's got neighbors, and he's trying to make his neighbor maybe to be his girlfriend. But we'll see about that into the future. So this is what they're going to be doing for a couple hours, getting to know one another, hoping to get to one another. Uh-oh. Now, she's probably not ready, right? It seems like she's wanting to fight him. Oh, she's peeing now. So, they usually pee in the same spot. When they pee one time, they'll usually pee in the same spot. And that would be a perfect spot. I could put a bucket down there to catch the urine. I haven't noticed where the others are peeing at yet. And then you make rabbit tea, which is a good fertilizer, and the rabbit manure is really excellent. Now later, so I got something fixing to take place at the end of summer. So you see 2 waters here. So I'm testing a lot of things out at this moment. Eventually, I can take one of these feeders right here. There's an opening right here that's been kind of wired up. And I'll just have one waterer here She likes the one that she can just drink out, not one of these that has nipples. But I put it up for now, and so we'll have that there. We'll have our feeder there. We'll eventually get some hay racks. So it's not like they eat hay all the time. So my plan is that like have the hay rack hanging on the outside, because the hay has a tendency to get into the rabbit manure, which is not what I want. So, and then here, as time goes on, things are going to change. So I didn't cut the wire. I did have a, let's see what was here, a feeder here, like that matched the water over here. And but right now these are 3-pound feeders here, which I don't like giving them, you know, keeping food in there, because right now it's just that the pellets get soft and it can create mold. But we're just giving everything a good little rundown here. And now we're well on our way with this rabbit village. Hey girl, I know you're not gonna like me anymore. No, you're getting away from me. You don't like me anymore. She's not very friendly, and has to. She loves you as long as you're giving her something other. But they obviously just wasn't handling. I thought I'd give them time, just in the cage, and eventually they'll get used to me and things will be different, but it never did happen. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and let me get her feeder, her board, get her all set up for the night. See you on to the next video. Super cool to have my rabbits all in one place. And they got an overhang. They got shelter. They'll be sheltered from the wind, the snow, the ice if we have it. They'll be sheltered from the rain. No more covering them up and getting them off the ground. Maybe they'll be near one another and won't feel alone, if they did feel alone. Okay, girl, here we go. She's mad at me right this moment. I don't like you anymore.